Hey there, Spectres, it's me, your boy, and we are here with Mass Effect Legendary. We just finished up Spider-Man Miles Morales. Uh, this is going to be a really common trend where I finish one game and I'm like, I don't want to stop streaming, so I just hop into another one. So we're back with Mass Effect Legendary Collection. Changes from the last time we played. We were on game version 1.0.2, which fixed some like graphical stuff. Anyways, you can see we have Kyletta Shepard because I'm totally unoriginal with my names, and we are going to carry her over into Mass Effect 2. I fucking love that they just have a launcher for it. So how the trophies works, I think you'd have a good experience either way, to be honest. I plan on getting on PC maybe a little bit down the road, but it's been a solid experience to play on my PS4, which, of course, as you know, works perfectly fine on your PS5. In fact, I think it actually has better performance on the PS5. Like, it actually does use a little bit of the hardware, even though it's not like a specific PS5 release. Hell yeah. So, interesting fact. Mass Effect 1 lets you use the traditional like 1 to 60 level that the original game had, or you can do the legendary leveling system, which makes it more like Mass Effect 2 and 3 where it goes up to 30 and like it compensates. So the fact that it said I was level 56 there is really interesting because it was really like level like 24 when I cleared it. But yeah, trophies. So I've never seen a game do this. You'll notice that there's Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and then there's Legendary Edition Mass Effect. And it's actually going to update here in a minute to say Legendary Edition Mass Effect 2. Each game has its own trophy list and has its own platinum, but the Legendary Edition itself has trophies for all three games, like combined. So what you do across all three games gets its own set of trophies. That's actually where they stuck all the insanity trophies. So it's actually easier to get 100% on like a per game basis with the Legendary Edition than it was for the original one. Yeah, like Spider-Man kind of does it on a PS5, having the remastered trophies. Right, I don't want to play Mass Effect on Insanity. I think normal is hard enough. Um, but yeah, so we have, oh, it's rank 53, not 56. But yeah, so it's Kyletta, rank 53. I was trying out a Vanguard, which is something I don't normally play. I normally just run through these as Soldier. We followed the Renegade path. So when I play Mass Effect, my male ship is usually my Paragon route. Like, basically, Space Jesus. And then my fem ship is usually Bad Bitch, Renegade, like, take no fucking prisoners. But, like, I say bad bitch, she's not a bitch for no reason. Like, there are times I will pick still some Paragon options, but it's mostly Renegade. Rex survived. Caden did not. The reason I sacrificed Caden is because on my original playthrough, well, not my original one, but I just did a playthrough back in, like, September, maybe? It's like August or September of the original trilogy on PS3, and we killed Ashley on that one, so I'm doing the opposite here. And we said fuck the council. Yeah, Sarah, I almost got the platinum for Mass Effect 1 in a single run, and I could probably just replay it and get it. Yeah, you'll see the improvements that they've made. They're probably not as noticeable on this one, but I could notice them for sure on the first one.
More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shea uncovered the truth.
Still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
Whoa, what the fuck is so ugly? Yeah, where it's been less than a year since I've played it, I'm still pretty familiar with it.
They'll never accept our help. Even
I know one thing that they changed, just because Miranda's on screen right now, they changed a lot of those gratuitous butt camera angles that they were giving her. Like, the climax of her talking about the problems with her sister, and then the camera just goes right to her ass. Legendary camera angle, but they actually fixed it in this one. Yeah. I remember it vividly too, though we probably have very different impressions of it. They also fixed the photo of Tali's face in Mass Effect 3. Yeah, I'm sure we do, yes. So it's no longer that like Getty stock images photo that they slightly doctored up. They actually made some custom art for it.
Disengaging FTL drives. Ignition sinks active.
Also, this is one of my favorite openings in a video game, period.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Oh, I forgot to change the stuff over. Shit.
Something happened to him.
My money's
Hold
on
on.
slavers. Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way
Where's
a Geth ship could
that?
possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that
Cool.
fire out.
Now we're actually showing up as the right game. I fucked that up. Is that not a Wilhelm screen? I guess it wasn't, but it was very close.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? Ah! I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving
Yeah.
either.
Oh, Jennifer Hale kills it.
Get to the damn shuttles.
Like,
I'll
I
get
enjoy
your crippled
both,
ass outta here.
but Jennifer Hale is like, ooh, she kills it in this role.
Get the hell out of here!
Particularly as a renegade, in my opinion.
Everybody in. Go, go, go!
Oh, really? That's awesome. The girl getting shot wasn't awesome, though. Like, I can tell you, playing this on PS3, this cutscene looked like shit. Like, it was upscaled horribly. Like, they put a lot of attention in making this look better. Oh, hold up. They done got me fucked up. Yes. You can also change your resolution, whether you want it to be frame rate or quality. I'm perfectly fine with it being locked at 30 and having it look really pretty. You know, that's fair. I feel kind of gross. I blame it on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I played that and it had inverted y-axis and it fucked me up ever since. Holy shit. That, like, kind of takes my breath away every time. Some of these skyboxes look really good on Mass Effect 1.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no. They're coming around for another attack.
I think with how I play this character, I just think we're easily angered.
Watch the arm.
I can still save her, Joker. Do you not notice the gigantic fucking hole on the bridge? We don't have a hole, Joker. It's gone. I know, like, they fixed some really, like, minor, like, errors and stuff, as well. There is a quest, it's a side mission. In Mass Effect 1. Sorry, like I said, this is my favorite opening. It catches me off guard, even knowing exactly what's going to happen. There's a side mission in Mass Effect 1 where you get ambushed. Sure, why not? They included these as well. We're gonna pick all the same decisions.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make.
I've actually never seen
Paths you
these.
choose. You turn the routine to anything but. Of course, that's how it started. Routine mission. Answering a distress call. Look where that got me.
But anyways, you get ambushed
Captain Anderson's new ship,
by someone that wants to
distress
murder
call.
you.
An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime.
And it turns out they were the wrong race. They were supposed to be a Turian, but they were a human.
Whatever it was.
So they made them a Turian like they were supposed to.
My lieutenant, Cade Malenko. Good kid. Loyal. By the book. With a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough. Disciplined. Ready to take on whatever came her way.
Right? Like, even the dialogue
She lost her squad.
kind of, like, implies. Like, even his dialogue, like, implied that he was Turian. So they fixed that.
A beacon left by a long dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some sort of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. something. Vision. Dream.
I really like that they have this here.
A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel.
I regret killing the Council for what it's worth.
The ship we'd seen was a potential threat.
Because now Udina is just gonna really be an asshole.
The Eden Prime massacre was a Turian inspector named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's accusations weren't enough.
I was supposed to say that does.
They just couldn't believe one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
elite inspectors could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof. which
Oh,
they
I
found.
absolutely hate Udina more.
Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest and nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. It turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named
I'm gonna
Tav.
take myself off
Tech
camera
expert
for
with a knack
this.
for hacking the shield.
This is
Procured
such
some
a
information
visual
on
thing.
Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago.
Well, I really like that artwork on the right.
And disappearing back through the
I mean, it's good
space,
throughout, but
leaving
oh
no
yeah,
trace
Tali
of
is
them.
best girl. That's.
That explains why Saren was after speaking.
We may feel differently about Miranda's butt, but we can agree that Tali is best girl.
We couldn't convince the council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task?
For what it's worth, I've only romanced Miranda once.
Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would.
Some playthroughs I've romanced Tali, some playthroughs I've romanced Liara.
Prothean expert, adept in biotics. and
Because I really like what Liara becomes.
Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision that we
Oh shit, that's really cool
Nothing
artwork too.
concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next...
Oh yeah, I didn't romance anybody in the first game.
Saren had
Because like you pretty much just have two options, Liara or Caden.
insect-like creatures.
And I just can't see
He ordered Benezia to
this
use the same
particular
technique Liara had
like
used on me to extract
female shepherd
information
with
from Ragnar.
any of them.
Queen's drone
Right,
was
I don't really care much for him
We had to fight
anyways.
through hundreds of them to get to Benezia.
And like, God, I don't even like to romance Ashley. I've maybe only done that once because like, even though she does become much more open-minded by the third game, like, she's such a racist.
Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Ragnar queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no
So
harm.
here was one of those Paragon
Ragnar had
things that I
terrorized the
did.
galaxy before. Couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins.
But like,
The queen was true to her word. She left.
the way that I like did the headcanon for justifying that was basically like, you know what, chaos might actually benefit me.
But we soon learned it was
And of course, I know from a gameplay perspective that they help out a little bit.
A disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the others.
The image in the upper left kind of looks like it came out of a Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Was a Reaper.
Like it's the cover of it.
I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable
A
of
Choose
doing
Your
just
Own
that.
Adventure book.
What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. There was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were.
I was really into those in elementary school.
I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction.
Yeah.
We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought.
They made his hoverboard only slightly less goofy looking for this comic.
Realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them.
At least now he's got more of like
He was still in control.
kind of a Silver Surfer vibe.
Reduce the Reaper's influence. He was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried. It wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man and a great soldier.
Oh, I agree.
Choose.
It just looks slightly less stupid to me because at least it's like a board and not just like a little platform.
I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that once belonged to the
I don't remember having no picture of Caden in my cabin.
Prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Caden behind had hardened my resolve. Revealed a weakness in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together.
Cold, empty space will be your coffin.
50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that. Each time,
Then Joker comes over to the com. Hey, Captain, did you, or hey, Commander, did you get rid of that trash?
but a few survived long enough to
Yes.
leave a heart rift.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have a body. It was vaporized.
Controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. It caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. When the Sovereign
That is
there was no hope
awesome.
the fleets could counterattack with enough strength
I
to
have
fight the Citadel.
plenty of artwork. Like a lot of it either comes from Nintendo Power, which is funny
As the Alliance
because I'm really not much of a Nintendo guy anymore. I have Jill from Resident Evil, and I have 2B from Nier. I also have a wrestling poster my uncle gave me. That's the one that you can usually see behind me. I can't bring myself to take it down.
The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance.
Oh, I also have the map to GTA San Andreas still hanging up. It's been hanging up for 15 years probably.
Here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel
Maybe
Back in
not
my
quite that
patrol,
long. However long
Sovereign
since the game's been out.
leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. The costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide.
Ooh, I do have some art that Peist gave me, actually. But I haven't found anything to like put it in because I like to frame a lot of my stuff to put it up.
The other choice, Captain
I
Anderson,
want to get a frame
career
for it
soldier.
to put
Tough
it up.
but fair. But a friend, someone I could trust.
But I also don't really have the wall space without taking stuff down. Oh shit! Why are they making me pick? I know why they're making me pick because I didn't pick. Damn it. So playing to the character, since they're putting it as such a binary choice, because she, like the way I positioned it was, you know what, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't concern me who the leader is. And during the Mass Effect 1 run that I did last year, I picked Anderson. I'm probably still going to pick Anderson.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired.
I was about to say.
Lost cause would fade. And none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way.
That dude up at the top be looking like the original Mega Man.
Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Here we go. I absolutely love this sequence too.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Woohoo, we got a trophy. I do know that on like the PS5 and PC, the loading times are reduced. I didn't really customize her. Oh no, I just wanted to change her eye color. Damn it. They also made it so that the faces like transition better between all three games. Yeah, I'm gonna keep with Vanguard. I didn't dislike it. Yeah, it's pretty yikes. They have a universal character creator now. So it goes up through the games a lot more nicely. Like that's how I looked in the first game.
I think she's waking up.
Damn it, she's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard,
Don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Staff's pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Staff falling back in the moment.
Yeah, I can already tell they cleaned things up. This looks so much better than me playing this on the PS3.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Shit, am I gonna keep my scars? Like, I know I can get rid of them. Like, regardless of what my stuff is, but like, do I want to keep them? Because I kinda do.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield
Oh shit.
yourself from the blast.
Cover. Right.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
That's fair.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take.
Oh shit. How did I make a robot scream?
Closest clip.
Okay, so I still have my, there we go.
Don't waste time. I can't keep
I do know one thing they did that I think is a horrible decision is for,
more reinforcements heading
shit,
your way.
what's her
Grab the
name?
grenade launcher off the security officer's
She's the
phone.
psychiatrist, not Dr. Chalk was, but like the actual psychiatrist that Cerberus assigns.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Fuck. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, she looks terrible in Mass Effect 3. And they made her appearance in Mass Effect 2 match her Mass Effect 3 model, not the other way around.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the... Shepard, read me. I've got
Fuck.
people lining up my position.
Kelly Chambers. That was it.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
I like to get all the dialogue and stuff on these streams.
Over 4 billion credits so far, but nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
You know, if you asked for it, you'd probably get it. Oof.
Log update. I can't figure where it out. This project forever
I'm gonna listen to this log. Sorry, bro.
progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
A pure, cold-hearted bitch.
Gravity's one meaty mother, huh? What the hell? Shotgun!
That didn't work the way I wanted it to.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Shut up, Jacob.
Look, pal. I don't know where I am or how I got here. Plus, my head feels like an overripe melon ready to split open. How about you fill me in a little?
Damn. Yeah, I forgot this is all new. Sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Ever since I woke up, someone's been telling me where to go and what to do. I need answers.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed, dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
The good stuff, TM.
Falling back. Okay. I promise I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes.
Meat and
Anywhere else, they'd put
tubes.
you in a coffin. Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. Best technology money could buy.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself.
Alright, we're gonna move along.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we're...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. Here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over...
I can really tell the difference by looking at the armor.
Never mind. You need to get her out of there.
A lot of it's been...
Tunnels and head for the network.
The textures have been cleaned up.
Roger that, Wilson.
All the little scuffs and stuff really show up well.
Let's get out of here.
You bet.
Like, there's still some parts that are a little, like, gross looking, but they're so tiny in comparison. Yeah, Yeah, they've done quite a bit of work
Charge him up!
on making everything look better in general.
The whole station is crawling with mix. I'm doing the best I can.
Here, pull them out.
I've got him!
Just kidding.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Up those stairs.
Oh, God. I'm hit.
Did you hear the man? He's hit.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. We talk about this after we fix my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Okay, I've got the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. How are you feeling after I applied that Metagel from the first aid station on the wall?
Guess that makes us even now.
I forgot
Maybe I
to
can
turn
shut
my
down the
camera
security
back on.
mess. Whoever did this fried the
Whoops.
whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security med clearance? You were in the Bible.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
Look here, Steve Bloom.
Max won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves.
Calm down, Spike Spiegel.
Maybe it's only a few. We can overload the canister to clear a path into the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I
Yeah.
dealt my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. Basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune.
So the cool thing about the Legendary Edition is, with the exception of Pinnacle Station, literally all the DLC is packed right into the game. You don't have to like hunt any of it down. Like the armors, weapons,
You must have some
missions, everything.
Tell me what's going on.
It's just all part of the game now.
As soon as we're safe. We're almost at the shuttle.
Hey, do you need any more Metagel from the first aid station on the wall? Just, you know, making sure.
They've seen us.
Right? Like, the only reason I keep repeating it is because both Jacob and Wilson were like, oh, you need to get this Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Like, Jacob saying it, I get it. I don't, like, this character would not know the layout of this place. But having him repeat it too just seems like extra. HP's in the scenario. Boy, I sure love money.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared.
Right? This is crisscrossing.
Burns and internal from explosions.
Like, bro, you were in front of an entire firing squad minus Wilson. Because I don't see that dude being all that great with a gun. Like, he probably manages, but...
Come on, through here. We're almost at the veranda. But you were...
Dead.
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
Miranda couldn't give a fuck.
I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
It's either that or the Cerberus symbols on
Since
our
we're getting
armor.
everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Look, I know that answer's in that big forehead of yours. Just tell me.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Yeah, this is actually my second time streaming Mass Effect on Twitch. The Mass Effect series was actually the very first thing I streamed on Twitch. Before that, I was exclusively on YouTube.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records.
I mean, I do too.
Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably
Like,
in Orphan.
YouTube has all the same features, but doesn't really encourage people to use them. In, I would say probably a week on Twitch, I get as many people that would stop by and just check it out versus probably 2 or 3 months on YouTube. And that's somebody who doesn't really get a lot of viewers. Like, I have very consistent viewers, and like I have a little community, but like on YouTube I streamed for years to a wall, basically.
Those bastards were dug in deep in a fortified bunker. They sent a lot of good soldiers to their deaths. That's how it had to be.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Because it was Caden.
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are going to die. It can't affect respect your decisions.
Like, if you had met him, you would know why I left him
Now my
behind.
crew stops Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the
Funny enough, so I don't care as much for Jacob, but A, I do really like his loyalty mission, and B, I actually like the mission with him in Mass Effect 3. Like, I like anything to do with him that's outside of the main story. But when it comes to how he is during the main story, couldn't give a shit about Jacob.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Oh, yeah, I would agree. Oh god, they included the dress. That's not normally in there. I don't like wearing a helmet. I don't have any stuff. You romanced him for that DLC? That's fair. Like, at least in Mass Effect 1, which I know you can't romance Garrus in Mass Effect 1, but, like, I considered it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, Garrus is more of a bro.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years, billions of credits, bringing you back to serve as a common soldier.
Martin Sheen killed it as the elusive man.
Our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memories still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Sarah and Get hated Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If this is a threat against humanity, we need to mobilize the Alliance.
I'm not gonna ask every investigate question, because I couldn't see my Shepard actually wanting to know all of it. For Paragon, shit, we talk about and read everything.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity in a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
Bitch, I will throw you out the airlock.
Actually, just bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Alright, well.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Oh, well. Oh, so they change the plate there, I just noticed, between whether you're playing as a male ship or a femme ship. There's probably people that appreciate that, but I actually think that it's rather pointless.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so we started at level 3 with a shit ton of credits and a lot of resources. Hell yeah. Yeah, we had maxed out credits because you only get 10% of your credits.
The elusive man put us on
When I finished Mass Effect 1, I was just about at 10 million credits. There was one point that I actually started spending credits just to spend them.
Just keep your eyes open. I'm looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback.
Oh yeah, this was the one that I was thinking of. I was thinking of, I think Horizon as Freedom's Progress. Wow, Cerberus gave me additional weapons. They're so sweet. They make you stick to your type there. Alright. No sniper rifle for me. Sad day. We're going to fix that later.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
The soundtrack for this game is one of my favorites. Vanguards use pistols and shotguns. Though, with the change of Mass Effect 1, you can still use any weapon you want. You just don't get any bonuses to make you do more damage. With, like, sniper rifles, for example.
Hear that? Sounds like Fen respects.
Strange. Your systems were disabled at this point.
Enemies in front!
Yeah, I used it.
Shield.
Bro, that's kind of shit. How fast they throw you into
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile.
getting flanked like that.
Someone
Ooh.
reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Is it? There's a button to. No. No. I believe there's a button to like let you quick swap weapons. They made these a little easier just for consoles in general. It's not like special for the Legendary Edition or anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. You hold square. Okay, cool. That's fun. Test out a couple things. Let's proceed.
We've been spotted!
Ooh. What happened to my aim?
Look right there!
Braza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Braza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was...
Fucking
We
Vitor.
came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. Makes you think Vitor survived.
We saw when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit's CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Sir Willis.
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Tell his ass.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and throw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Oh, it's your brother. I was like, why is my phone highlighting up at 3:30 in the morning? Oh. Plus, I don't think it's 3:30 where you're all at anyways. It's like, what, 1:30 almost?
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far
Yeah.
side.
It's like, normally my phone is
Be careful, Shepard.
quiet.
There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
Systems active.
Oh. All right then. I wonder who that was.
Overload on him.
There we go.
You're done. Got him. On it. Got him. You're done.
I know. I noticed.
I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Yeah, I know there's a bit of a delay. Hold up.
You bet.
Have a nice trip. Sure thing.
Yes. Enemy, there we go. One left. Perfect. Not hurting, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the
I need to start using my own powers
We'll take
more.
cover by the doors.
Okay, so that's already mapped. So it's the L1. Yeah, I don't need that on there.
Shepard, you take point.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Yeah, they changed the HUD entirely for Mass Effect 1 to match more like these. Like you get the little shield bar at the bottom and the pictures of your teammates. Yeah, it's like half shooter, half RPG. Like they made the stats, like the class matter a little bit too much. So they, like, you still have all the powers and staff and stats and stuff, but like
It's gonna be one tough son of a
without
bitch
the
to take down.
penalties. Like your class just ends up being a bonus.
All mine.
Jacoby, nobody told you to do that.
Understood.
Oof. That's gonna happen a lot. I only just saw all your messages. Yeah, I need to start using my powers more. Which is a weird thing for me. Because I don't... Oh, they actually started me here in the arena. Well then,
Take
hold on.
point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
You're already at the door, though. Well, whatever. One of you can go here.
Going to cover.
And...
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
I don't know if I was supposed to start here or not.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
You're playing Vanguard like a soldier, but your guns aren't as good. Yeah, that's totally accurate. I don't know how to play anything other than soldier.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
That mech tore our unit apart, Shepard.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Hold on, I think they gave me the checkpoint, even though...
Shepard, you take point.
Hold up.
Moving.
Positioning.
Did they give me the checkpoint but not like the whole thing?
Take point, Shepard.
Or am I just tripping? Because I feel like we're supposed to be on the other side of this door. Yeah, like soldier
We'll take cover by the doors.
just makes
Shepard, you take
sense.
point.
It's dead, y'all. Did I just glitch this game? Hold on.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Do I have to start? Oh, man. Yeah, because they keep... Like, when I'm pressing R3, they're not... Like, I don't... Unless they mean this one. But, like, it shows it's locked. Yeah, the door is locked.
On it.
BioWare!
Cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Get your shit together.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Oh, man. Let's just restart the mission. I did run, so, like, they do have bugs. Mass Effect 1, I ran into a bug where I got out of the Mako. I guess they call it the Mako.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have
Just keep your eyes open.
Then we can
And, well, I could still move my camera and run around and stuff. The button prompts were not working for anything. So, like, they would say, like, hey, you should press X to, like, fuck off or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. You got it. And, yeah. It I couldn't do anything, so I had to like restart it.
Looks like everyone just...
I feel like I hit very particular conditions, because like I kind of kamikazed it to kill it. See, that's already...
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Shoot them before they take out your shield.
Oh wow, what happened to my aim? One thing that sucks about Mass Effect 1 that I didn't know, or that I didn't remember, is there's no indication, even with the new HUD, that your powers have recharged because they all are independent.
Should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Wait, there's ammo over there. I kind of need that. So I would just be sitting there like, is my power back yet? No. Okay. I should be able to get back there in a couple minutes at least, but that does not bode well. The circle thingy. This wasn't how I intended to show this game off. This is supposed to be the significantly better.
Right, all mine.
Enemy down. No shields.
I was pinned.
We're well within our rights.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage.
Everyone else is dead.
Vitor, when he saw us landing, he hid in a... Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
Big oof.
Use overload on him. Got a line.
There we go.
Got it. Targeting.
Enemy down.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Shepard, Proza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Still captured. I'm trapped.
Enemy down.
Affirmative.
Yes! There we go. Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Proza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover doors. Shepard, you take point.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Move it.
Heading to cover.
That's exactly what happened, because that was the same dialogue.
We'll cover the door.
They were waiting on that.
Take out their shield.
Why am I stuck on the rail? Damn it!
Can't get a lock.
Attacking heavy mech.
Clear the blast zone.
Well, that went better. I got stuck on a rail, but manageable.
I'll take it.
Oh. Like, I'm just baffled that they, like, interweaved my checkpoints. This is why I upload everything to YouTube, though. It was stuff like that. So that way I can be like, hey, I remember this time I was playing Mass Effect 2, and it put me ahead of where the checkpoint trigger was.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded shepherd. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Oh, that was a detour I wasn't expecting.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Oh, weird. I got a Facebook login code.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
I'm a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs. You're not one of them. You're human. They didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God. I think it's a collector.
Oh shit. Alright, I'm checking out that artwork.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond.
That's really cool.
Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Finally find a witness. He's so obviously not getting things we saw.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the quarry and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Oh shit, this is gonna go terribly.
He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
It won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omni tool later, but please, just let me take him.
It's Renegade Run. I should pick this one. But also, like, it hurts me too much. Right? I don't see it being too out of my characters.
He's traumatized and he needs medical.
How renegade do you want to be? I'm not a monster.
Understood, Commander.
That's why I even retitled this as a Renegade-ish run.
Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
Now,
Ready for
I will say that, like, how I envision her mindset being is, I need the data. How can I get it? If this is a way for me to get it, and it's like a path of least resistance, and fine, fuck it. There's no reason for us to drag him along.
The Quarians forwarded their findings to Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but sometimes all of them should be embraced. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omni tool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrive, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 region. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
They're agents for the Reapers.
Let's see if I've been put in Facebook jail again, because this happens.
Obviously, humanity played a huge role.
Nah, I'm
in
still
colonizing.
good.
That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
So good. There's some renegade options you just can't pass up, like punch that fucking reporter. Yeah. Yeah, like, when I see her, it's fucking fight night. It doesn't matter how Paragon I'm gonna be.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we
So,
know?
like, that's a renegade option. The option when you finally get to kill Kai Lang is always renegade. It's like the Paragon version that you, like, dodge out of the way and then stab him. But the renegade one, you break his fucking sword and then stab him. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna humiliate you.
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about that.
And you always headbutt the Krogan. Or at least I do.
Genetic mutations or abnormalities.
Whichever Krogan is there to headbutt.
Exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. They've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
Assert dominance, that's right.
Buried in the data.
Headbutt, T-pose, like the works.
You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging.
What kind of sucks is
I'll continue to track the collectors. They
in prepping for my PS3 run of the series, I went and I bought pretty much all the DLC that was available, like except for some more cosmetic things. That ran me like $50 because they still had this stuff horrendously overpriced on the PlayStation Store. And then you buy this and it's all included.
I'll do the best I can with what you've given me.
I'm sure you will. Before you go, 2 things. First, head to Omega and find Morton Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the
Omega.
paralyzing seeker spores.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky. A lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life. Let me fly. And there's this. They only told me last
One of
night.
my favorite tracks. Like, Jack Wall killed it on the soundtrack. I know I say that a lot about out of this game, but this is one of my favorite games. The Normandy Reborn theme. Like, I remember when I first saw this, I was like, oh, my baby's back. Oh, it's back. It's got different paint on it, but it's back.
Guess we'll have to give her a name.
They did make it so, like, the longer, like, elevator cutscenes, you can skip the dialogue portions of them as long as the next area is loaded. You don't have to wait for all the dialogue to finish, because that was actually a requirement in the first games that all the dialogue needed to finish before they'd let you go into the next area. Yeah, I mean, it is potato speed, but there's some of them that will let you kind of sit in limbo if it's like a longer conversation and let that conversation finish. But they changed it so as soon as the next area is ready to load, you can just skip into it. I need to get that as a hoodie. I have an N7 jacket that I wear, like a leather jacket. It's actually the one from Mass Effect 3, I think.
Welcome aboard the new
I don't know if you get in this one or not, but I'm pretty sure it's in 3. Like, I actually have that.
I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morton Solus, a Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission. I am.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the professor, any encounter with the Collectors...
Who the fuck is that?
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Yeah, my jacket ended up being a little bit big too. I actually bought a size up because like it's kind of strange, I guess, for different body types like buying uh stuff. I expected it to be too small because most of the time the things that I buy on the internet end up being a size smaller than like things I buy locally. So I ordered it a size up, and I should have actually paid attention to it because it's still pretty big. Like it pretends that I have these like gangly Peist arms.
Having an AI in charge of the Normandy system should give us an advantage.
Actually, I am not in control of the ship, Commander. Due to the potential dangers of a rogue AI, servers are severely restricted my
Like I know Peist has
I operate the
posted
electronic
a group
warfare
photo
and
with us, but like
beyond that, I
like
cannot
he's just a very large
observe
person, like
and
in
operate
terms of like
device.
height and like how far out his arms go. So like he was the first person I could really think of, like, you know what, he'd fit in that jacket really well. Like he's not, I mean, yeah, he's tall, but he's long. I think is a good way to put it.
Now that we've established who's in charge, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go,
Gangly is a word for a reason, yeah.
CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts.
He's absolutely like a skinny tree, and then like Kita, bless her little barely 5-foot heart. Ah, they're both awesome though. Yeah. Yeah, Peist is like 6 foot and some change. I can't convert that to rest of the world sizes, but it's tall. Why is the US gotta be so weird?
Welcome aboard. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew.
Oh, really?
It's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
In terms of conversation? Well, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Oh, no, it's like even on my license, it's feet, inches, pounds.
I handle my own business.
I understand. I won't bother you.
Ugh, why did they do that?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else?
They gave her Mass Effect 3 face model. I hate it.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Like, I still like Chambers as a character, but oh, we've got the special appearances. Oh, we've got hers. That must have come with something. So Anderson wants to talk on the Citadel. Saeed. This is something that's gonna irritate me, is this Firewalker DLC. I fucking hated it. Like, driving the Hammerhead was a lot of fun. Fighting with it was absolutely terrible. Okay, Normandy crash site. The recon hood. Ooh, the Overlord DLC is really good. Oh, this is where we get the arc. So, yeah, you can. I never found the option, but apparently you can swap between like pretty much the old style and then like a newer style. They did add forward thrusters. So like normally you have like the thrusters that make you go up, like those are still there, but you also have forward thrusters to give you a little speed boost so you can like hit ramps and stuff. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. Like, I thought it felt pretty much the same, but I know that people felt one way or the other about it. I loved it in the original game. Jank as fuck and everything. Okay, so let's see what our gear looks like now. Yeah, they give us the breather and the recon. I don't even have the rest of this stuff. Oh, I forgot I can change the material. And the tent if I wanted to. Yeah, that just looks so out of place. Like, I feel like I always pick the casual outfit, and I'm like, you know what? It just looks so out of place on this ship. Even though it's what I would actually wear, like, I would be dressed casual as fuck. I actually think the CIC, I need to talk to Joker. The loading times are a bit better, like across the board. And the better of a system you play it on, the better the loading is. But that's actually pretty quick compared to how it was originally. How'd I get 2 Renegade points? I didn't do shit.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I like the
Oh, shut up. You're gonna want to fuck her in the next game.
This thing I want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite. You have no choice.
You're literally that guy that I heard about that fell in love with his car and like tried to like marry it and have sex with it. Shut up, Joker. That being said, I do actually like Joker, but I'm still gonna give him shit. I saw controls, yes. Give me those codex entries. Choose loadout. Oh, yeah. I am very much locked into those. Alrighty then. Rip me. This is gonna be a very weird playthrough of Mass Effect 2. And since we're doing Morden, we can't get into the lab, so... one thing I vowed to do better was actually talk to people. Because I didn't really do that in Mass Effect 1. That's why I beat it in 2 sessions.
May change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. You do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the collective threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or will all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
That came out nicer than I wanted it to. Like, there was no reason for me to really be a bitch there.
Commander, you've received a new message in your private terminal.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Alright. I think she's still broke from when I killed her on accident a year ago. Because I spent too much time dicking around after the IFF relay. That's not it. Ah, yeah, she's over here. That's right.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special.
Are you
Whatever else
jealous?
people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
What about that forehead?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about it?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Because of the forehead.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Like, if I could do,
I spent
like,
the last 2 years
like cover up her
thinking
head,
more about you.
then absolutely, she's got to kill her body. But, like,
It's one of the
it's just something about her face. And, like, I've seen the person that she's modeled off of, and she's way more attractive than how Miranda actually turned out in game. So, like, I feel like that's just like Bioware. Like, it's like where her hairline starts. It starts like in a really like wild
What
place.
level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically and
Like her
psychologically,
face feels so
I heal
tiny
quickly and I'll likely live half again as long as the
in
average.
comparison
My
to like the
bioabilities
rest
are
of
also
her
very
head.
advanced for a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and
Like, it's because she's got that big brain full of daddy issues, I guess.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
it's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks—they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education.
You know, sorry, Commando. Boy, let me tell you, somewhere far, far away, there's a human who's a total fucking Asari Commando
Thanks
weeb.
for the information, Miranda. Talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you
And it sure isn't Miranda. What was her name? Cora? I really need to, like, do a second run on Andromeda.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
Yeah, make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If it has the quality ingredients, oh shit, you've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on this.
Oh shit, you shouldn't be grocery shopping. Sure,
If I
why
head that
not?
way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this
Right.
is probably
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the person they modeled her off of, very attractive. And then, like, you look at Miranda, and she's this fucking, like, five-head with, like, curves everywhere. But the biggest one being her forehead.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead. Commander.
It's not like everything else is spin crits on right. Like, by all means. Like, we're preparing for a suicide mission. If she wants to get drunk, then by all means, you getting drunk. It's gonna be a party on this ship. Oh shit, fuel's a thing. I always forget about that. How are we doing on fuel? We had absolutely none. It would be really cool if they made the fuel consumption a little bit easier before we no, I didn't forget. This is actually a little bit faster. Okay.
Probe launched. Research projects Platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles.
That's been sped up, actually. Like, it's still not as fast as doing it on PC. Because on PC you can just, like, flip the mouse all around, but that is absolutely faster.
Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
I know what I'm doing a lot of off stream.
Probe away.
I'm gonna deplete this one planet for now. I feel something. There we go.
Probe launched. In research projects, uranium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. Probe away.
I guess the only thing I should really be like getting even trace amounts of would be Ezo.
Probe away. Probe away.
My controller's going insane, but I'm barely getting any readouts there. And it's like in this upper part somewhere. Whatever, we'll come back to it. Cool. Omega we go. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of that's gonna be off stream. Already telling you. Because I don't know, like I know that takes hours. I'm not gonna do a whole stream of that. Arya Talok might be a better bitch than my character. That just makes too much sense.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Farnet, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers, welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have all...
You know, it took me several playthroughs to realize that Zaid doesn't have his like right bicep covered, and that's a tattoo.
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough behind me to go after him. And for my bringing him alive, crazy.
Like he's got the shoulder thing covering up here, and then it's tattoo. I never noticed the tattoo. I always just thought it like he had like Under Armour on like all the way.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up on
Yeah, like I noticed it while I was doing my PS3 run, but like even playing on 360 just never stood out to me. I think it's because I always end up looking at his clear eye.
Seems we recently captured an Elfelt Ashland refinery on Zoya. He's using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
We'll get to it if we can. Our mission takes priority.
I know you've got bigger fish to fry. That's why I'd like to get this other thing dealt with as soon as possible.
Oh shit, getting his loyalty is gonna be easy.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
What a guy. Zaid Masani, everyone. You know, it's really nice not to have FPS drops here, because I was getting them terribly on the PS3. Like this actually, runs like it's supposed to.
Come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
A pretty useful map. I'm for it. Low, no, marketplace, that's what I want. We've got stuff to buy. As he preaches to humans. Whoops, I didn't mean to make another save.
I might have something here for you. Not much.
You might snare a few tourists with these prices, but I'm not giving you a single credit.
Sure, you can find things cheaper if you're willing to risk like London.
Well, you and I could do business if you just charge what this crap is worth.
Fine. I'll give you the human biscuit. That's all I need.
Okay. That's pointless. Kinda. I mean, it helps my squad, but I can't use it. Hell yeah, we're buying alien porn. Why do you think I play Mass Effect?
I'll take it.
Yeah, this stuff's cheap enough that like I have no problem buying it. It's whatever. Here to flirt with hot aliens and consider saving the galaxy. But like, only if I have time. Oh yeah, they introduced the Vorcha. I fucking hate them.
Tell Captain Gabon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gaborn. Why would I tell him anything?
I trust you. Tell Gabon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
Their eyes are like barely in their skull.
I'll just be going.
Go away. Talk too much. Gabon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Okay, bye.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks.
Get the fuck out. Oh, that also leads into the fuck, man. I'm just vibing. Calm down. We no fall for human tricks. You talk too much. No, you've said like 90% of this conversation. Fuck off.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
No one in their right mind would pay these prices for salvaged parts.
I know. price. And if this gets back to Harrod, they wouldn't then.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off the station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. Can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, maybe I'll get off.
I was wondering if there's a renegade way to handle this without being a dick to Ken.
Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. Thank you.
I'm not gonna buy anything because I'm pretty sure I can get it cheaper in a little bit. Oh, look at all these guns I can't use.
Protesters have attempted to extinguish the Shepherd Memorial flame on Torfin. Authorities issued warnings, but Admiral Hackett asked that no arrests be made. A source reports that the attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress is being investigated as a possible terrorist attack.
Had some Emporium.
Former council races. While no formal statement has been issued, the council has made formal information requests of the Solarian Special Task Squad.
Oh.
Tentatively excited.
I'm gonna work on getting a discount first.
What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legit.
I really enjoy that.
My prices are the lowest anywhere on the station.
He's got a cigar hanging out of his mouth.
I have things to do.
Courteously.
Hold on, because I don't want to fuck this up.
Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy. Tentatively excited.
I understand you have an arrangement.
Suspicious? Of course. A businessman must enter certain agreements in order to stay in business. Accusatory? I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
If you're worried about competition, why not just buy out his store?
Intrigued? I had not considered that before. My fellow merchants on Omega are not known for being easy to shut down.
A weak, homesick kid like that shouldn't be a problem for a man like you.
Devilishly excited. I have plans to expand. On your advice, I will conquer the Quarian child. Grateful. Thank you for your counsel. I offer you a discount at all of my stores.
I have things to do.
Courteously. Have a fine day.
I mean, that gets him off the planet, right?
Bye.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Why not? Yeah, I know we can do that. I'm wondering if he gets bought out, if Harriet would give him the money to get out. That's why I saved before I did that, so that way I could kind of see how it goes. Like, Ken is fucking gone. We have no idea where he goes, but he is gone.
We can use this.
Oh. And I don't think it's like a ton of money to like get him off the planet either. It's like you kind of don't realize how like rich Shepard gets throughout the course of it. God, I'm kind of burdened by choice here. I can do whatever I want. That was fucking cool.
Humans are immune to the plague.
Oh, I think I can toggle my helmet off. I think that's something they added. Yeah, that was fantastic. Alright, let's look at weapons. I'm pretty... Like, I know the Geth Plasma shotgun is good, but I think I'm gonna stick with that. No. You don't have a grenade launcher. So, hold on. Options. Gameplay. No. Graphics. No. Doubt it's in controls. Maybe they didn't put it in. I could have swore they did. There's no other ones there. I think they I know that's in 3. All right. No. Oh shit, some EZO. Y'all's about to get murdered. That's still gonna happen later, but they don't know that yet.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Orchard shooting anything that moves.
I see you, Shepard.
I don't know why I still thought I was in a safe spot. They literally just told me.
On target. Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you have the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies.
just does.
Only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Portia.
I need to find Morton Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morton and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
I doubt he could have helped us anyway.
Let's move.
He gave me 2,000 credits. That felt sluggish. I'm gonna have to cut the stream in about 20 minutes or so, unfortunately.
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die
Oh, I know those entries. I'll play them just in case they clue us into anything, but they're not really as interesting as they sound. Yeah, I have to wake up in 4 hours to go take my roommate to her hair appointment. I don't think those logs have anything for us. Now granted, I can sleep during that whole appointment, I just have to drive. Oh shit. I accidentally hit circle. Do I look like a looter? No. Proceeds to fucking loot. Oh yeah, that dude ended up starving to death, I think. Oh, that goes over cover. Fuck yeah.
Now let's finish you off. I'm on it.
Hold on. No, those are put on there. Okay. That's fucking cool. Oh shit. I didn't even do that. this is that easy board. I remember there was one board that was really easy. That was it. Like all the circuits always end up right next to each other.
This should come in handy.
Ooh, nice.
Incoming. Gun.
I got it.
Drop.
Deploying tech overload.
I wish I had a sniper rifle.
Get over here. Got it. Yeah.
Overload.
Going up.
I've got no shield.
There we go.
Yo, Shockwave is pretty fucking cool. Oof. I got the Merciless trophy though. Let's see where it puts me. If it puts me kind of far back, then I think I'll go ahead and cut it. But if it puts me right there, I'll give it fight another try. Okay, yeah, it's right there.
Incoming.
Oof. Oh god, that went terribly. Charge is so dangerous. Right? Like, I'm not surprised. I'm not mad that that happened at all. Though, let's be smarter. Because I wanted to hit somebody with it. Because that's a cool power.
There we go.
You bet. I'm on it.
Right. Yeah, because I feel like I'm not getting the class like I should be.
Target down.
Can't target them. Shields down.
One left.
Okay, so that will seek out enemies a little bit. I feel like if you're gonna do that rush, then you have to do it with like a shotgun. That's what would make sense to me. I went in with a pistol and I was like, tee-hee.
Not that one.
That was... Oh, we do have the little machine pistol thing.
Target charging.
Krogan on its way.
That does no damage.
Got it.
I don't like that.
Firing now.
It seems we've crossed into Vulture territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Oh, I guess we could have used the upstairs area here, because this is going to connect to those stairs back there. Yeah, we could have had, like, cover and shit. Good night. I'm heading that way here in a second myself. I might use a little bit of time to like look up videos of how to play this class. Thanks. Sleep well. Hell yeah, Ezo.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
Do you know a Solarian named Morton Solus?
Yeah, I know. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Voyager.
We need to get going.
Well, stay here for a while. Get some rest.
We got a big day tomorrow. Still plenty of apartments that need our special cleaning services.
Something you need?
I've got a few questions for you.
Sure, fire away.
What else can you tell me about the...
I don't know. Started about a week ago. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Never really found much. Kind of a poor neighborhood, you know?
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. I don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
I want to see if there's something I can do to shoot these guys.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man, you kind of had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
I like how PayPal's like, we want to give you $5, and then there's all sorts of strings attached.
The plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish him off. I'm kind of sorry to see him go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
We need to get going.
I'll stay here.
We got a big day tomorrow. Still plenty of apartments that need our special cleaning services.
I thought it highlighted something there. It's just the looter.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those Macs.
Hostiles are cleared.
Morton's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morton.
Morton saved my life. I owe him everything.
See, they bamboozle you a little bit by hiding a bunch of stuff here in the room that you wouldn't think to check because you would normally.
Professor Morton Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else. Fortune. Crew to clean them out. Like fortune a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible uses by No.
For the love of God, take a breath. I came here to find you, okay? I'm Commander Shepard. I'm on a critical mission and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths, okay. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian name?
The collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
Just once I'd like to ask someone for help, and here's sure, let's go right now. No strings attached.
Love it.
Life is a negotiation. We all work. We all give. Together we work.
What the hell was that?
So the Twitch notification on your phone said Spider-Man, that was made by an alien. It's true, because we were playing Spider-Man at the beginning of the stream.
Come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims.
I was actually about to cut the stream in the next, like, 5 minutes.
A doctor doesn't have much chance against a Vorcha horde.
But yeah, we've changed over to Mass Effect.
Told him not to go. Odds of survival low. He's smart, careful, bright future. I hope.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Okay. That might be nice. Yeah, we got the platinum trophy on Miles Morales earlier. Everybody had a good time. And by everybody, I mean me. I was hoping you would be up. At least before I went to bed. Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I'm playing a job, or a class rather, that I'm really not comfortable with. And I feel like I can't play it appropriately.
Got her hurt.
Firing now.
When you try to play mages.
Easy enough. Get over. Understood.
Time to get hot.
Watch out. Affirmative.
Coming our way.
Enemy charging.
Normally I play a soldier on here, which is like your most like standard like run and gun. Like, doesn't worry about powers and shit.
Here we go. Engaging target.
Fuck. They're fucking with me.
Have a nice trip.
They regen their health too fast. Hold on. You know, this job really doesn't have any abilities of doing like direct damage. That bothers me. I'm probably just gonna end up calling it a job the whole time because it's just how I think of these things. Like, it's decent at, like, enemy control, but like, taking on shit by yourself is not very fun. I could just be playing it terribly. No, shit. There we go.
I'm telling you the truth. I work for Morden at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw files.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. I should loosen you. Look out! One more step. Kill your friend.
Pull that trigger and you're breathing through a new hole in your head. Let him go and you walk away.
God.
You must think Terry just stupid. What's to stop you from killing us if we let him go?
Let him live, I let you leave. Kill him, I do the same to you.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, Phil. You'll be free to go.
How do I know you won't shoot me in the back as soon as I turn around?
Like I thought. Kill them all.
Murdered them. In cold blood.
No.
You want to end up like those Batarians? Just keep on talking. Or be smart. Turn around and get back to Morden's clinic.
This is wrong. Wait until Morden hears about this.
Okay. Like, Morden is not a good doctor. Morden's a great character, but Morden is not a, like, law-abiding doctor. By any means.
Enemies in front. I'm on it.
Move it.
Do I not have Jacob's power assigned? I do. Why is he not doing it? Thank you.
One left.
I like how he's like, can't kill me. Bitch, watch me. Oh shit. They've got a rocket launcher.
Can't target them. Can't reach the target.
Yeah, you gotta have open ground between them. Now this is my sniper rifle. It sucks.
I've got it. Moving. Enemies.
Get over here.
Is there friendly fire? Because I'm about ready to kick some of your team in the head for running in front of you mid-combat. No. But, yeah, they're terrible about it. Be glad you didn't watch my Mass Effect 1 run. Because one of my teammates just would not fucking stop. I have to be a headhunter because I can't use a sniper rifle with this job. Oh, holy ammunition. This thing fires peanuts, which is fair, I guess. I should say I'm also playing this on, which granted, I'm not playing it on like a hard difficulty, but I'm playing on a harder difficulty than I usually do. I'm playing on normal. I usually play on easy. But I wanted to spice it up. I may have done a little bit too much to spice this run up though. It's like the ultimate headbutt.
We're close to the environmental controls. Let's get that cure in, then hit the fans.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans. Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
I've had enough of this.
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first.
Up front! I'll put him down.
Scan the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure and reinitialize the systems there.
Cure's locked in. Once we get the fans going, we should be good.
There are two, one on either side of the room you're in now.
Yeah, it feels weird because like I'm limited on what weapons I can use. Normally I would be using like an assault rifle and a sniper rifle, but I can't use either of those on this on this class. And I wish I had taken that into consideration before I committed to this particular role. Whew. Where's he at? Oh. Bye. Those lift powers are...
One down, one to go. Let's move.
Alright. How'd that not hit me? That should be fucking Vorcha food. So, a couple things about the Vorcha that make them really annoying to fight. One of them is more of a lore thing, the other one is more of an actual combat thing. Vorcha regenerate their health stupidly fast. They don't usually have much health, but what little they have, they regenerate it quickly. So you have to really commit to putting that damage on them. That's good to know.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
Professor, how can you thank these monsters? They butchered those Batarians in cold blood.
I risked my life to save you. Hell, I saved this whole damn district. Now you're judging me?
Shepard's right. Batarians tortured you, would have killed you. Right to kill them.
But I tell you.
Can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said.
He's so mad.
Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic. Should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises.
I fucking
Just need to
love
finish up here at
Morden.
the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
We're heading out. See you in the Normandy.
Hey, we gained a level. We got the Carnifex and a whole bunch of stuff because I bought it or found it. We'll goof around on the ship for a little bit and then we're going to cut this stream because I have to be back up at 9 a.m. That's in less than 4 hours.
It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
Very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had...
Why do you do this to yourself? It's a great question.
Still, here things...
To be fair, I can sleep in the car while she's getting her hair done.
Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
The collectors have been abducting colonists from the fringes of the terminus systems. No distress signals are sent out, no signs.
I probably won't, but the option's there. I kept sleeping today. It was pretty bad.
Intriguing, fascinating. No distress calls, no signs of resistance. New technology, marvelously advanced. But what?
This isn't a game. We've lost thousands of people.
I was supposed to be up at like 9 a.m. I didn't wake up like for good until like 1 or 2. I forget exactly when it was, but I know I didn't clock in for work until almost 3. Like I thought if I was gonna be a little late, it'd be like 11 or noon. No, I was like, fuck that. I'll come in at like almost 3.
No, maybe. Have to ask, is that an AI?
You're not here to study our AI. We need to figure out how the collectors abduct.
So those scars on her face are because I'm playing as a renegade character. I can get those healed through surgery, or if I'm a paragon, they'll heal themselves. But since I'm going renegade, the scarring is actually going to get worse throughout the game. So I'm gonna end up looking real fucking gnarly by the end of this. And I'm pretty for it. Yeah, you can see now that it's kind of glowing. And it's based on my renegade score. See, pull. I like Shockwave. I couldn't give a shit about Charge. Oh. Well, okay. So you end up... Charge gets good. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that. Hi, Mose. What are you doing? Oh shit, all sorts of stuff we can research. Sadly, most of it's kind of junk. If I remember right, though, the missile launcher is literally like shooting a nuke. No, I'm thinking of something else. Okay. That sounds kind of promising.
Shepard, how can I help?
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular, very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk. Served under young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage. Took water,
We met
tissue
Kirihi
samples
in the
from
first
colonies.
game.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
Job done. Go home. Probably military bravado. Jargon. Chest pounding. No offense.
I love it.
Nice talking with you, Morton.
In the first game, Kirihi gives this whole speech. This like really like inspirational speech about how the few can hold back the many, and like it's a really like iconic speech for the series. And Morden just shit all over it. It's like, yeah, all the bravado, and I love it. So this tells us about the facial scar system that I explained a second ago. We've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there's surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. Cool. So basically, if you don't like the scarring, even if you're an asshole, you can still go get it fixed. If you're willing to pay. What does flashbang end up doing? Those are like tiny baby upgrades. Just think positively when you're depressed. Well, hey, don't let that get you down. Just stop thinking about it. I actually didn't mean to make that save. Cool. Alright. Have you tried going for a walk? So, I don't really want to quit playing, but I am a little tired, but I've also got to be back up soon. Too soon. Though, I think I'm going to change this to give myself till 9:30. It's not much, but it's honest work. Cool. Alright. So, with that said, we are going to pick this up. Go the hell to sleep, lol. Fair. We're going to pick this up tomorrow night. Until then, be safe, be kind, and I will catch you all then.